morning and welcome back to the channel.
Good morning.
After we signed off yesterday, we just went and chilled in the pool for a little bit, had a little walk by the lake, and then went back to the cabin and just chilled out for the rest of the night. And we were up nice and early again this morning. We went for breakfast and we're now just in the car again and we are heading back to Banff. However, we've got a few stops on the way back. Our first stop we are stopping at is Athabasca Falls. So we're driving back along the Icefields Parkway again. So we'll definitely make the most of these views because they're just incredible. So we'll show you some of the views on the way home. We are still bear watching. Obviously, we saw that one on the way here, but yeah, we're really hoping to see another one. We still really want to see a grizzly bear as well. So yeah, we've got our eyes peeled for some more bears. We've got 15 minutes left to get to Athabasca Falls, so we'll see you there.
To Balsam Avenue.
That's insane.
Get a bit on the phone for us. We've just pulled up to Athabasca Falls now. We're just going to walk across the bridge and see it from the other side, but the views from this side are spectacular enough. Yeah, there's a little viewing platform just over there so you can see the actual falls, so that's where we are going to head to now.
We're just going to walk back to the car now, but we're all finished at Athabasca Falls. That was absolutely gorgeous, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. Beautiful.
Yeah, really, really pretty. And it's not like a hike or anything to get to. It's literally pull up at the car park and you're at the falls. So it's, yeah, a really nice little stop, like either on the way back to Banff or on the way to Jasper. So yeah, I would highly recommend stopping there.
Okay.
The next stop on the list today is SCENIC Falls, and it's about 20 minutes from Athabasca Falls, so that will be the next stop.
We've just pulled over at the side of the road just after we've left Athabasca Falls because we've got a bear. Might have to put the window up if he comes any closer. We've got another black bear. How beautiful. Wow.
We just saw another bear. We were hoping to see another one, so what a nice little way to round off the little Jasper trip. Yeah, as we pulled up, he was literally walking like in such eye view of our car, so we had a really good view of him.
Yeah, we're closer than the other day, weren't we?
Yeah, and then a couple of minutes after we saw him, he then walked into the forest. So yeah, so we were very lucky to see him on the way home. Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes left until SCENIC Falls, so we'll see you there. So we've just stopped now at Sunwapta Falls. It's not a very long walk to the falls, so I actually think that we're here. Absolutely stunning. We're back in the car again. We stopped at Sunwapta Falls.
Oh shit.
Oh, some speed bump. Yeah, that was a very pretty little waterfall, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't quite as pretty as Athabasca, but it was nice because it was less busy. There wasn't as many people there.
Not as many
It wasn't
people
as
there.
hustly and bustly trying to see the falls, but
And it
once again beautiful.
went into like a really pretty canyon as well. So yeah, it was a nice little stop. Again, just parked up, 0.1 kilometre walk down to the falls. So yeah, didn't have to stop for very long. So yeah, another pretty one. The next stop on the list is the glacier viewpoint, Athabasca Glacier. So we're off to see that. We, again, on the way here, you can see the glacier from the road. So, but we didn't stop. So we're going to stop this time. So yeah, that's the next stop on the list. Unfortunately, we haven't got any Wi-Fi, so I can't tell you how far away we are.
Got no signal at all.
But I think it's about 30 to 40 minutes away from Sunwapta Falls. But I'll let you know.
So we've just pulled up at the Athabasca Glacier now. It's super busy. As you can see, there's a lot of people. This is part of the Columbia Icefields. That's the Icefields Centre there. So this is where a lot of tourists come. It's a big trip. We will be coming back to do it in about 6-7 weeks when my mum comes out here. Yeah, so you can actually get on the special glacier shuttle type vehicles that they have that you can actually drive and walk onto the glacier itself. So we will be doing that. I'll flip you around so you can see the glacier. If you look right in the distance, there's people on there and the big vehicles that they use. So yeah, we've got that to look forward to, but right now we just thought we'd stop off and take in the view.
We're back in the car now. As Ross said, it was really nice to see the glacier, but we will be doing that in July and actually going on the glacier. So yeah, cool to see, but we will be getting a lot closer, obviously, when we come back in July. So the next stop is Peyto Lake, which is 50 minutes from the glacier. I believe that Peyto Lake is still frozen. So again, we are going to come back and see Peyto Lake again when we come and do the glacier. But again, it's still cool to see, even though it's frozen.
So we've just made it to our final stop on the way back to Banff. So we're just at Peyto Lake. The car park was crazy. There was hundreds of cars. We had to drive around like 4 times and then we actually parked in a RV space, which obviously we shouldn't do, but we had literally no choice. So we are walking up now. As you can see, The floor is super, super, super icy and snowy still. And there's so many people. Not an ideal situation. We literally should have done it the other day when we actually came. We should just put our boots on then because there was no one here. Yeah, like I say, obviously it is one of the most popular spots, so it is going to be busy, but this is crazy. But it's a 700-metre walk to the viewpoint, so it might take a little while. Obviously just walking on this snow all the way, but we will get there. And then once we are there, we will show you the view. And after a slippy 10-minute hike up the hill, we have made it. Unfortunately, just like we thought, it still hasn't thawed out. We can't wait to see this in summer and see how green, blue the water actually is. But it's just still so beautiful.
Back in the car again. That was a bit of a crazy walk to Pato Lake.
That was an eventful one, yeah.
We didn't realise that it would still be icy there, which
we knew after we saw it the other day, but that was still worse than we thought.
it was quite hilly. So obviously trying to walk up on a sheet of ice is not an ideal situation, and it didn't help that it was super busy as well. But it was really nice to see, but we are really looking forward to seeing that in the summer when it's all thawed out. I think it'll be like even nicer than what it was then.
Oh yeah, once it's all thawed and you can see the green, blue water.
Yeah, it's super
we'll
bright.
Go early in the morning as well, where there's not as many people.
Not as many people. So it's currently nearly 1:30. We've got another hour and 10-15 minutes back to Banff.
We don't plan on stopping anymore on the way home. It should all be all the way back to Banff, but if there is anywhere pretty, well, that looks nice, we will stop. But yeah, there's nothing planned, so it'll just be a straight hour, 10 minutes journey back. And then once we're back, we'll do a little debrief of our weekend away in Jasper. And we are now back home. It is the next day. We came back and we just unpacked and we didn't finish the video off yesterday, so we thought we'd just do a little trip debrief today. So firstly, the drive home itself, and yeah, the travel day back home.
Yeah, so to be honest, some of the views were even better than the way there, like actually along the Icefields Parkway. It was really good seeing it from that way as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think, yeah, like you said, it was better coming from Jasper to Banff than it was Banff to Jasper, even though it's like the same road. But yeah, it's definitely, you can definitely see why people say it is the most scenic and beautiful road in the world. And I think I would agree.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously we made a few different stops on the way. Athabasca Falls and some Falls,
yeah,
amazing, really, really amazing.
Yeah, the glacier was beautiful as well. It'll definitely be good to see it up close when we go in July. And the same with Pato Lake. As beautiful as it was, it'll definitely be nice to see it when it's all completely thawed. It'll definitely only be the next week or so, and it will be thawed out. So yeah, we are excited to see that.
And Pato Lake is like known for how blue it is as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So definitely excited to see that when it's not frozen anymore.
But yeah, we had a wonderful day coming back home. Made some amazing memories, and yeah, just the views are definitely things that we won't ever forget. So it was an amazing little trip. So our time at the Fairmont itself, I loved it.
Yeah, I did as well. It was so nice to have a kind of like different vibe. It was obviously a hotel, but didn't feel like a hotel because you were in your like separate little log cabins.
Yeah, it was just such a chilled atmosphere, completely chilled vibes, like you say, just cabin style vibes.
And also the setting, like right on the lake, was
the views,
gorgeous.
Everything was just amazing about it. We couldn't fault the service, the staff, the people. Breakfast was incredible. So overall, it was definitely it's definitely one that we would recommend.
And Jasper itself, obviously, it was extremely sad to see how much damage has been done by the wildfires, but I really would want to encourage people to still go. It's such a beautiful little town and so much to do as well, like
Yeah.
actually around Jasper. So yeah, even though, you know, the wildfires caused such awful effects, you know, we would still definitely recommend going
Yeah,
to Jasper.
100%. And like you say, obviously, the more people that go, the faster it's going to help the economy and stuff and the businesses. Like you say, even in town, there's businesses that you can walk through the middle of town and some of the buildings are literally half burned down. So, yeah, I think I would definitely recommend going just to try and help the economy, help the town itself get back to being thriving again. But yeah, the whole place was just so beautiful.
Yeah,
still.
but also, yeah, of course, we encourage people to go back to build up the economy, but it's also like such a beautiful place still to go, like regardless, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
So,
like 100%. It's, I guess it kind of is comparable to Banff. It's a similar type, but it's just obviously a lot less touristy. It is a smaller town, but it's just as beautiful. There's just as much to do. So yeah, we 100% would recommend visiting Jasper if you are in the Canadian Rockies. So that is it for our Jasper vlogs. We hope that you have enjoyed. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one.
see you later.